7 News at 11.
It's your last chance to save during the final days of the Ford year-end event. Just announced, get up to $12,339 in total savings, the best offer of the season on F-150. Ford, giving drivers the most 5-star ratings and the highest owner loyalty. That's how you become America's best-selling brand. Hurry to the final days and get a 2016 F-150 with up to $11,339 in savings, plus $1,000 smart bonus cash for up to $12,339 in total savings.
From ABC 7 News, this is a breaking news alert.
First at 11, take a look at this. At least 29 people killed, dozens hurt in this explosion. This took place in Mexico. It happened at a fireworks market in a town outside of Mexico City. That market crowded with people buying fireworks for the holidays at the time. The vendor stalls were leveled, so it made it really difficult for rescue crews to access all of the people who are trapped. A lot of questions remain tonight about this, including what sparked it all. This is just incredible video. Stay with ABC7 and WJLA.com for updates on this story as soon as they're available.
And happening now in Germany, an all-out manhunt for the person who rammed a truck through a Christmas market in Berlin. 12 people killed when that truck smashed through, and police thought they had originally arrested the guy behind the wheel.
That's right, but late this afternoon, police announced that they, in fact, arrested the wrong person. Tim Barber has been following this story closely. Tonight, he's live now in the Satellite Center. Tim, what's the latest?
ISIS is calling the killer a soldier of the Islamic State, while investigators are trying to hunt down the person behind all this. Tonight, Germans are paying tribute to the 12 people who were murdered and the nearly 50 others who were injured when that truck barreled through the Berlin market on Monday. Police said the person behind the wheel jumped the curb, ripped through kiosks, pop-up shops, and the crowd. The 37-year-old Polish truck driver was allegedly stabbed and shot to death when his truck was hijacked.
It happened really, really fast. I thought it was just a runaway truck that was out of control. Maybe somebody who was drunk or didn't know how to drive.
Tonight, we still do not know the names of the people behind the deadly attack, but of course, as soon as we find that out, we'll let you know right away. Reporting live in the Satellite Center, Tim Barber, ABC 7 News.
Tim, thanks very much. And with a number of locations in our area that security people call soft targets for terrorism, on that list, shopping malls, the National Harbor, even FedEx Field. Prince George's County Police Chief Hank Stwansky says that last night after the terror attack in Germany, he ordered a heightened state of readiness at the Redskins game.
The reality is that we are far more sophisticated. Our partnerships with the federal authorities are far more sophisticated, and there's quite a bit going on behind the scenes. So we're identifying potential actors.
Well, one of those soft targets is also the Christmas market in Northwest Washington. Police and private security officers are patrolling the tents 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Market management tells us at this point it doesn't plan to change its security plans. Stay with ABC 7 as we monitor the developing situation in Berlin. You can get the very latest information on air and also online at WJLA.com, as well as our social media pages, Twitter and Facebook.
And temperatures outside right now as our skies are gradually clearing, falling quickly into the lower 20s for Warrenton and Culpeper. Inside the Beltway now below the freezing mark at 30 degrees at Reagan National Airport. Bus stop forecast tomorrow morning, bundle up, but make sure you have your sunglasses with you. Pickup time will be just around freezing, middle 40s for the recess hour, and by dismissal, we'll see daytime highs tomorrow at just around 50 degrees. A lot going on this weekend with Christmas, and of course, we're going to wind out 2016 and move into 2017. We'll take a look at your 10-day outlook from Stormwatch 7 coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, Steve, we'll see you then. Thank you. Meanwhile, developing out of Montgomery County tonight, a troubling note home to parents. A worker at Gaithersburg Elementary School was arrested, accused of sexually assaulting a 6-year-old girl. Tom Rousey in Gaithersburg now with the investigation happening now.
Tonight I talked with a co-worker of the man accused of doing this. She tells me a number of the folks who work at Gaithersburg Elementary are absolutely in shock at these accusations. She also says that the man accused of doing this has been with the Montgomery County school system a long time. This is a mugshot of 54-year-old Ron Green. He's charged with second-degree sexual assault of a minor. According to court documents, around November 11th, he was cleaning a sink in a girl's bathroom at the school. While he was doing so, those court documents say a 6-year-old student, a first grader, was also in that same bathroom. The documents say that the little girl says when she went to dry her hands, Green grabbed her from behind and then allegedly pulled off a glove he was wearing, put his hand inside her underpants, and then allegedly sexually assaulted her. Green lives in Potomac, and tonight we went by his address, but folks who answered the door said that they didn't want to comment about the allegations against him. A warrant was issued for him yesterday, and he was arrested earlier today. Reporting outside Gaithersburg Elementary School, I'm Tom Rousey, ABC 7 News.
All right, Tom, thank you.